On September 18th, a relatively obscure Twitter account named Jimmy Apples tweeted the following: AGI has been achieved internally. The tweet largely went unnoticed and was dismissed by nearly everyone who came across it. After all, who would take someone named Jimmy Apples seriously? However, a group of Reddit users familiar with some of his previous accurate predictions about OpenAI decided to investigate further. Far from debunking him, they found increasing evidence supporting Jimmy's credibility and the accuracy of his past predictions. Moreover, they uncovered a series of intriguing coincidences that, while not directly linked to Jimmy, lent further credence to his claims. After the story of Jimmy Apples gained viral attention, he posted a single image that only fanned the flames of speculation. However, shortly thereafter, he deleted both his Twitter and Reddit accounts and has been silent ever since. Many believe that the last photo he shared was a case of him revealing too much, prompting his sudden disappearance from social media. Stay with us as we unravel this fascinating and perplexing tale. From mysterious tweets to sudden disappearances, this story has twists and turns that you won't want to miss. Prepare for a wild journey into the enigmatic world of Jimmy Apples and the claims that have captivated the internet. Let's begin by examining some of the predictions Jimmy Apples made about OpenAI. On March 4th, he tweeted the following: I don't believe they've upgraded to GPT-4. Thought I have seen some big improvements in the last few weeks. If I wanted to pick a random date, let's say March 14th for an announcement.
A few moments
Remarkably,
later,
OpenAI announced GPT-4 on the exact date that Jimmy Apples predicted, March 14th. What makes this prediction even more astonishing is that, at the time of his tweet on March 4th, even the most reliable forecasting platform, Metaculus, was predicting a GPT-4 announcement for May 8th. Jimmy Apples not only defied general expectations, but also outperformed specialized prediction platforms. This begs the question, how did he know? Well, maybe he just got lucky. Jimmy Apples' next prediction came on April 28th when he tweeted, "The big multimodal currently in the works at OpenAI is called Go-By. Something you can hardly predict by getting lucky again, right?" Fast forward to September 19, 2023, and boom! Headlines are all about OpenAI's new project called Go-By, just like Jimmy said way back in April. At this point, it's getting kinda hard to brush this off as just luck. But wait, there's more. On September 10th, Jimmy drops another tweet saying ChatGPT Plus referrals coming soon. Okay, get this. There weren't any big headlines about it, but guess what I noticed? There's now a refer a friend button right here when I chat with GPT-4. So looks like Jimmy's GPT Plus referrals coming soon tweet was spot on too. This leads us to Jimmy's latest and now famous tweet that shook the internet. AGI has been achieved internally. This tweet was so mind-blowing that it got OpenAI CEO Sam Altman to break his 7-year Reddit silence. Yeah, it's that big of a deal, but hold on to your seats, because this is where the story takes a wild twist and things start to go off the rails. So the day after Jimmy's tweet, a Reddit user named General Zane drops a post titled AGI achieved internally. Apparently he predicted Gobi. And boom, Reddit goes nuts. People are so intrigued that they start forming groups to dig deeper into who Jimmy Apples is and what else he might know. They're even looking into other related cases that could add more layers to this already wild story. So now it's not just a few people wondering about Jimmy. It's like a full-on Reddit investigation squad. And let me tell you, there were not only digging Jimmy, but other OpenAI employers and found some interesting, well, coincidences. After confirming that Jimmy's past predictions were spot on, the Reddit investigation squad makes another intriguing discovery. They come across a user named Feltsteam, whose posts eerily match Jimmy's writing style and the timing of his past predictions. But among all of Feltsteam's comments, one in particular stands out. Among many Feltsteam's comments, this one really catches the eye. He goes into this detailed explanation about OpenAI's projects, even mentioning an internal name, Orakis, which he describes as an everything model. This model, according to Feltsteam, can handle text, images, audio, and video, and is close to achieving AGI, artificial general intelligence. He even talks about the ethical implications and how OpenAI might handle the release. Now, Feldstein does say to take all this with a huge grain of salt, but given how spot-on Jimmy's predictions have been, and he quite often used similar disclaimers in previous predictions, it's hard not to wonder. Could this be another insider leaking info? Or is this Jimmy himself? Then the Reddit investigation squad takes things up a notch. After linking the Reddit account to Jimmy's, they post in the shared thread. We also need to monitor the behavior of OpenAI employees and founders to get clues, find strange out-of-ordinary behavior. It doesn't take them long to find some eyebrow-raising tweets from OpenAI employees. Sure, there's been a lot of hype and excitement in their recent tweets, which was not observed in previous periods. But a few of them really stand out, like they're dropping hints or something. Ilya Sutskever, a computer scientist working in machine learning, who co-founded and serves as chief scientist of OpenAI, recently tweeted, he tweets, "Wagmi," which is totally out of character for him. Most of his tweets are usually scientific or philosophical, but Wagmi, which means we are all gonna make it. That's a term popular among crypto traders, signaling big news that could cause a rapid price increase in a certain cryptocurrency. So Fai is a top scientist at OpenAI using lingo from the crypto world. Is he hinting at some big news about to drop? Could this be related to the AGI claims and the mysterious Arrakis project? On September 23rd, a peculiar tweet surfaced from Miles Brundage, a policy researcher at OpenAI. He made an intriguing comparison between his work experience at OpenAI in 2019 and now in 2023. Back in 2019, it is obvious that most of his work was done by chatting with LMs, but in 2023, it seems he's mostly talking to a video with ancient knowledge. This adds another layer of credibility to Jimmy's claims about a private everything AI model, especially since OpenAI doesn't currently have a public model capable of creating videos. On September 24th, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman dropped a tweet that added fuel to the fire. He wrote, "Short timelines and slow takeoff will be a pretty good call, I think. But the way people define the start of the takeoff may make it seem otherwise." The comments section exploded with questions and speculations that this could be a hint supporting the AGI rumors, especially since Jimmy had mentioned that while AGI has been achieved internally, it won't be publicly available until 2025. So here we have yet another cryptic tweet that seems to back up Jimmy's claims. On September 22nd, Sam Altman itself threw another curveball into the mix. He tweeted, "Sure, 10x engineers are cool, but damn those 10,000x engineer researchers." This tweet seems to allude to the people who are digging deep into Jimmy's claims. Interestingly, he neither confirm nor deny the rumors, leaving everyone even more intrigued. And now we come to Jimmy's final act before he wiped his online presence. He posted a cryptic image of what appeared to be a receipt. But a quick Google search revealed something fascinating. The receipt was from El Tepa Taqueria, a restaurant located right next to OpenAI's offices in San Francisco. Just a few hours after posting that receipt, Jimmy suddenly deleted his Twitter account and went radio silent. The news spread like wildfire on Reddit, making the story go viral and capturing the attention of audiences far beyond the AI and tech communities. The situation got so intense that it prompted OpenAI CEO Sam Altman to break his 7-year Reddit silence. He finally addressed the story, albeit vaguely, to deny the accusations. But here's one more twist to consider. The Reddit user linked to Jimmy made an interesting point in one of his recent comments. He said, if a company did develop AGI, would they immediately yell to the world, "Hey everyone, we made AGI"? When the nuclear bomb was successfully invented, I don't think the USA went, "Hey everyone, look at us, we made a nuclear bomb." Instead, they tried to keep it as secret as possible until they had a chance to use it. Before we dive into some theories about who Jimmy might be and how he knows so much about OpenAI, let's take a look at some of his other predictions that are still up in the air, waiting to be proven right or wrong. On January 9th, Jimmy tweeted, "A 1 to 2 trillion text modal, only version of GPT-4 release in the next month or so. Most users won't notice a major improvement. Reasoning and logic improved." OpenAI withholding the 125 trillion multi-modal version, which can generate videos, images, etc. till 2024 due to safety This tweet could be used as another reference of correct Jimmy predictions, as GPT-4 went out 2 months after he wrote this. And if that's not enough, Sam Altman himself confirmed shortly after the launch that GPT-4 was trained on more than 1 trillion texts. Also, recent headlines are suggesting that the next version of GPT-4 will be trained on more than 100 trillion text data points, exactly as Jimmy predicted back in January. Here are a few more interesting tweets from Jimmy. On June 11th, he wrote, before it was taken down, yeah, sounds about right. OpenAI is scared because they don't have anything right now that can't be done. The regulatory ball sucking of governments from them is purely to maintain their market. On April 3rd, Jimmy dropped another tweet stating, AGI 2025, that's your leak. This is a prediction that's still hanging in the balance, waiting to be proven right or wrong. Given his track record, though, it's a statement that's got everyone buzzing with anticipation and speculation. So now that we are familiar with almost whole story about Jimmy's mysterious predictions, let's get back to our questions and try to answer them. So, is Jimmy credible? As of now, there's nothing to suggest he isn't. He's made a string of accurate predictions about OpenAI, and given his track record, it's hard not to at least give him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to his AGI statement. But that leaves us with the burning question. Who is Jimmy, and how does he know so much about OpenAI? We've got a few theories to consider. We believe it is least probable one, but it can turn out to be true. He is scammed. While his predictions were quite hard to deny, we investigated the Gobi news, and it turns out that it was mostly reported by quite few, not very big tech website, lacking acknowledgement from bigger and more trusted news outlets. Additionally, the Reddit profile that was suspected to be Jimmy's had a strange posting history. It mostly advertised small I projects and was often downvoted. This could suggest that the Reddit account was purchased at some point and then used to make the comments we've discussed in this video. It adds another layer of complexity to the story, making us question whether this account is genuinely linked to Jimmy or if it's part of a more elaborate scheme. But again, the other predictions he made, which turned out to be true, makes this scenario least probable. The second theory we're considering is that Jimmy is part of a complex marketing scheme orchestrated by OpenAI itself. Given the buzz that's been generated and the attention it's brought to OpenAI's projects, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility. Could Jimmy be a fictional character created to stir up interest and discussion, thereby keeping OpenAI in the spotlight? And finally, the scenario we find most likely is that Jimmy is a legitimate insider, or even a whistleblower of sorts. He could be someone who either works at OpenAI or has access to top-level executive decisions within the company. Given the pinpoint accuracy of his predictions and the specific details he's shared, it's hard to ignore the possibility that Jimmy is deeply connected to the inner workings of OpenAI. However, if this is true, his tweets could be quite illegal and could land him in hot water if he's identified. Was the last photo he posted a bold move that revealed too much about himself? Law enforcement could easily scan restaurant security footage and narrow down a list of suspects for further investigation. Did Jimmy get himself into trouble by leaking a major corporate secret? The truth is, we may never find out. We invite you to join the conversation by posting your thoughts and theories about who Jimmy might be in the comments below. If you've stumbled upon any new findings, we'd love to hear about them. Crafting a story like this takes an immense amount of investigation and time. So if you found this video interesting, please consider subscribing to our channel and don't forget to hit the like and share buttons. Your support helps us continue to bring you in-depth stories like this one. Thank you for joining us on this wild journey into the mysterious world of AI and insider leaks. We'll keep you updated as more information comes to light. Until then, stay curious and keep questioning.